Roger, are you going to that Zoom meeting on August 11th?
What meeting, Steph?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Wait a minute, is it that meeting about the trailer park in Bruin Stadium?
Yes, the preschool trailers. They actually keep small children there.
No way. You know what? I've seen this place and I cannot believe that we put our town's children in such rickety trailers in the most important developmental years of their life. I've passed by there a few times and I just cannot believe that we're using trailers for schools.
Yeah, and you should hear how some people defend this place like it's so great. Some people, I guess, are just okay with mediocrity. And I don't get it. Don't you want nice things in life? Especially for kids?
I mean, that's awful. How long has it even been there?
Well, can you believe it's been there almost 20 years? They were meant to be temporary structures, like maximum 5-year shelf life.
Well, you know what? I can see how some people don't think this is such a big deal. I mean, it's a park and kids love parks, don't they?
Yeah, Roger, but the issue is the town of North Bergen is using county park space and they want to keep it permanently. So they're taking away from a public park that belongs to other towns in Hudson County and locking that region up from the public and its use so that only North Bergen can use it. Think of it like a little island of North Bergen in the middle of a park.
I see a little island. Wait, hold on. Permanently? So they want to keep these hideous trailers there forever. Okay, what about the county parkland? How much space is North Bergen squatting in? We already have enough problems with not enough green space and overdevelopment.
Yeah, and the trailers are tucked away next to Bruin Stadium, and they take up 1.25 acres of land, including parking. And not a lot of people even know that they're there. But here's the kicker. By law, if that preschool is taking up public park space, the county has to make up for that parkland threefold somewhere else. And you should see the options they're giving us. I've literally heard people call them pocket parks.
Pocket parks. Now that's funny. So I see, it's like taking huge sections of Central Park in New York, diverting a portion of it without the consent of the people, and then giving you random pieces of land and who knows where to make up for it. That sounds to me like a bad deal and a scam.
Yeah, and one of those little pocket parks is in Hoboken. The other one is a crappy sliver of land off of Patterson Plank Road, and there's even one that's half on a cliff, so it's not even fully usable, unless we want our kids to all learn rock climbing.
Steph, I mean, I'm sure the county is up in arms about this, right? Like, they must be. Definitely at least the Department of Environmental Protection, right?
So funny you should mention that. The Department of Environmental Protection here is called Green Acres. So Green Acres actually dropped the ball several times over these last 19 years. It's actually kind of suspicious.
What? Hold on. We pay taxes to have these institutions work for us. So how is this possible? There needs to be accountability somewhere for this, right?
Anything is possible here.
Whoa, wait, hold on. I don't get it. Why is this so difficult to give these children a real building? You know, like a nice brick and mortar structure with a playground and a space to run around. I mean, if I was a parent, I'd want my kids to have the safest possible environment in these critical years of their life. I mean, wouldn't you?
I totally agree with you, Roger. So actually, let's get into why this meeting is happening on Tuesday in the first place.
Oh, do tell.
It all started 19 years ago in 2001. North Bergen moved its trailer preschool into Braddock Park. This was an illegal diversion and was meant to be only temporary. By regulation, Braddock Park land could only be used for public recreation and open space.
Right, so things like baseball fields, grassland, outdoor fitness areas, dog parks, and even a community garden, right?
Right. Then in a 2018 referendum, North Bergen voters approved a bond to purchase the high-tech high school building.
Yeah, that's my old high school. I went there back in 1998, 2001. Such fond memories.
Yes, so town and Board of Education officials said this property purchase would enable the preschool to leave Braddock Park by the deadlines set by Green Acres, August 31st, 2021.
So you really think they're gonna meet this deadline, Steph?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. North Bergen has filed applications and is now trying to allow the preschool to remain permanently, either in the old decaying trailers it currently uses, or they're gonna build a new building in this location. We're even hearing that they could be using cheap prefabricated modular buildings.
Wow, I didn't even know all that. So what are we gonna do?
So, one thing we can do is force the preschool to leave the park by insisting that North Bergen use the high-tech acquisition as the means to solving this issue, like it was promised.
I wonder if they're still gonna say they can't because, with the new building, they're gonna claim the schools will be overcrowded anyway.
But part of the plan that was previously laid out by officials was that if the $60 million bond resolution passed, and it did, the high-tech campus would be bought and North Bergen could reorganize its schools so that 5th and 6th graders would go to junior high and preschoolers would go to elementary schools.
Actually,
Remember?
I do remember reading about this $60 million bond, and North Bergen claimed that the lawsuit brought by Larry Weinstein, a political enemy of Nick Sacco, was what held them back. Do you remember that ridiculously long, drawn-out public tiff that they had?
God, yes. And I remember you showing me all of those crazy mailers that they both sent.
It was so ridiculous. Yeah, well, you know what? Regardless, the plan is approved, even by the New Jersey Department of Education. So taxpayers should know what the status of that bond is and when this new school reorganization will be happening.
So, in a nutshell, what some residents want is that this application be for a temporary, not permanent diversion. So that means that those trailers have gotta go.
Well, the fact that high-tech campus is available, which by the way can hold around 1,100 students, means that those North Bergen preschools can end their non-compliance as soon as that old high-tech campus gets converted.
Right. So, don't forget, mark your calendars for August 11th at 6 p.m. on the dot. We'll include details for the virtual Zoom meeting so you can join in from any computer, smartphone, or anywhere with an internet connection.
Well, make sure you have an unlimited plan if you're going to use that cell phone.
Yes. Trailers.
In a park. For
kids.
So, until next time, this is
Chat
North
North
Hudson.
Hudson.